Cleaning can be accomplished by sanding, corn blasting, chemical stripping, or power washing. Each method has its own specific advantages and disadvantages. For larger jobs that require a significant amount of stripping, we recommend corn blasting. The advantage of corn blasting is that it provides the most thorough cleaning and stripping action, combined with the highest production rate of removal of any of the available methods. Additionally, the corn medium is dry, so it does not wet the wood, and it is completely biodegradable, so it will not harm surrounding plants and shrubs. The disadvantages are that it is messy, requires a certain amount of experience or skill to keep from raising or fuzzing the wood fibers, and requires relatively heavy-duty, expensive equipment for application. For lighter-duty or smaller jobs, a palm sander with 60 to 80 grit paper is a viable alternative. The advantages of sanding with either a palm sander or cup brush are that it is quick and easy, doesn't require a lot of setup time or heavy, expensive equipment, and doesn't wet the wood. The disadvantages are that it is slower, and you have to be careful not to burn the wood surface with the abrasive which seals the wood pores. The advantages of power washing are that it is quick, probably creates the least mess, even the mess it creates can be washed away, and power washers are readily available at equipment rental stores. The main disadvantage of power washing is that using water wets the wood, adding a significant amount of drying time, and makes it impractical for interior use on anything but new construction. A word should be mentioned here regarding power washer pressure settings. Much has been published stating that a power washer should not have an output pressure greater than 500 to 800 psig to keep from fuzzing the wood. Most power washers on the market are probably in the 1500 to 3000 psig output pressure range and cannot be regulated down to the 500 to 800 psig. A simple solution is not to put the tip of the washer so close to the wood that you are fuzzing the grain. At 3000 psig, the tip of the washer should be at least 2 to 3 feet from the wood. In this step, it is very important to watch what you're doing. Finally, there are several chemical strippers and brighteners. They attack the resins in the wood as well as the chemistry of the finish, and when rinsed away, leave a fresh layer of bleached wood. The wood is then neutralized using usually an oxalic or citric acid-based neutralizer, which must be thoroughly rinsed off with water, and the log surfaces checked for a neutral pH 6 to 8 using litmus paper strips in a simple method as shown here. See how the pH is in between 6 and 7? For light-duty cleaning, a mixture of chlorine bleach, dish soap, and water is very effective. Simply mix the chlorine bleach and dish soap as shown here. Prime the pump and spray the solution on the logs, soaking them as shown in 3 to 4 foot sections at a time. Once applied, simply brush the solution using a back and forth motion to properly clean the logs, and then simply rinse the solution off.